Let me get. I got to get repositioned here because I'm not in the correct. But there's table legs right where my crotch should be. All right, welcome everybody. FutureProbe, we're back. We've been off a couple weeks. You know, life happens. It's like the movie. It's like Life Interrupted. Anyway, we are here. This is a terrible intro. We're here live. We moved. Remember, we're on Friday nights now, 7 p.m. Pacific. We're here now, and we're gonna talk about what one of the weeks that I was gone. I took a brief jaunt to Vegas, and I want to talk about it. Just things that I went and saw, and curious. I want to go back there soon because I was only there a day or two. It was family. It was a family deal. But I made the most of my 48 hours there to kind of see some stuff I hadn't in a long time because I hadn't been in years. I think we did a con there maybe 5 years ago, 6 maybe. But I used to go every year. That was always a big family thing with us, as we would go see other family out there and do a bunch of fun stuff in Vegas. And well, I wanted to kind of talk about that. I was saying earlier, I kind of want to maybe do a video about that at some point, like a little more nostalgic about like things back then, you know, in Vegas versus now. I want to do something like that, but I'll reserve that for then. But for this, I just thought tonight's stream, I just thought I'll talk about kind of just what I saw this last time, and maybe you all can help me figure out what I should do when I go back, because I want to go back soon. I want to go with some of these guys. Honestly, I would like to go back with friends, see some of the stuff I didn't get to. I didn't go to like Meow Wolf, the Omega Mart. I did not go to that. We just did the Meow Wolf installation in Colorado. That was really cool. I'm dying to go to Omega Mart, but I just would rather go back with friends. You know, I don't think my family was into checking that out. So I didn't go to stuff I want to go to with the other guys here, you know. But I still revisited a few things that I remember and just did a couple of things here and there that I thought, well, we'd talk about, and let me know what you guys think and tell me where to go on the next trip. But before that, I've got important stuff to get to. This isn't Vegas related, but while I was waiting to start this stream, someone asked, did you find the pile of underpants in Casa Bonita in Denver? And I was like, what? What kills me is hold on. Let me see if I can duplicate this. I did find the, oh yeah. Okay. I'm going to flip over to the, I did find this when we were there at Casa Bonita. I didn't realize, this is in Denver. We're not in Vegas quite yet, but I did find this little hallway, and I didn't understand what it was. We are the champs of Casa Bonita. I didn't understand the gag there. So I didn't really look in here that much. I was kind of like, okay, what is this? But apparently, you see back there, in where the colored light is brightest, there is a pile of underpants back there. Like the gnomes are. There's a chart on the wall. Phase 1, collect underpants. Phase 3, profit. I've never seen this. And then, so someone in the chat told me to look into that. Okay, great. Well, I did. And then I find this. Look at this shit. Apparently, some people looked in here. Look. There's a fucking, like, effect in that light. I never saw this. Are you kidding me? I love that. I love it. I have to go back there. It took a year to get into this shit. It took a year to get into there. I need to get back now. What's the plan? How do we do it? So that's another part of our stream. How do we figure this out? I can't believe that. Oh, I loved Casa Bonita so much. Isn't that cool? God. God. All right. Sorry. Has anyone else's balls been sweating for a week? The AC's on. It's cool. This shit will not. Is it? Maybe it's up here. Maybe it's just the like geosphere or whatever up here. It's like I'm in like our highest floor here, and so maybe it just creates a different biome. But shit is swampy. Anyway, isn't that cool? Okay. All right. Did I get this right? Okay. Did I see the South Park celebration concert at Red Rock? Yes. Yeah, that South Park concert they did was really cool. I think they did a like a vinyl of that concert, didn't they? Or was it just a record store day thing, or is that out? Because I would love that, but I don't. Man, record store day is such a pain in the ass. I don't know if you guys ever deal with that, but man, yeah, record store day. I've tried to get stuff during that like numerous times, and it is like a line down the block, and the store got like one copy of the thing you're looking for. It's like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Whenever I see record store day exclusive, I just see eBay exclusive. But anyway, but then you go on eBay and it's like they're not selling it that much more than the store. It's like, well, yeah, all right. If you camped out, all right, you get an extra $20. Fine. Anyway, we're not here to talk about record store day. We're not here to talk about South Park. Although that video charmed the shit out of me. We're here to talk about Vegas. So yeah, had a pretty nice day. Okay, first of all, I have to show you this. On the way, so I rode up with my family. I flew back, but I rode up with my family. Which I kind of missed. We used to always do that drive through the desert, and it was just kind of like, I haven't done that in I don't know how many years. So it was like, yeah, okay, I'll go up. And I sleep in the car anyway. So, so if it gets boring, I'll be all right. And they took me to, we stopped at this place. I had heard them bring this up 1,000 times, but yo, you guys, what is Eddie World? Have you guys been here? Eddie World? So in the middle of the desert, there is a giant frozen yogurt. Oh man. Eddie World. Oh, Eddie's World? No. OM Jesus? No. It's not Eddie's World. Eddie World. And whoops. Oh, we want to get the most screen real estate possible, don't we? Sorry, this got all discombobulated. Okay. What is happening? Oh, sorry, my whole setup is falling apart now, guys. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. Okay. So anyway, I went to this place, Eddie World, and I'll show you inside of it. Yeah, Bobby's World. God, who's talking about Bobby's World? All right. When you went inside of it, it was like this. It was like a big ass. I don't know how else to describe it. You go in, and first of all, they got like all these mascots and stuff outside. I mean, it just looks like a AI nightmare. And then you go in, and it's huge. Like this is some Doctor Who shit, TARDIS type stuff. It doesn't look that big, and then you go in, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, where are we? And it's full. They got Kobe tribute. Why not? But all the little stops there the little areas in this store. To call it a store is even wrong. It's like gigantic. It's like they play it like a roadside. Oh, okay, stop here, gas station, whatever. But you get there and it's so much bigger than that. But I think I said this maybe in an Instagram story or something, but all the places inside of Eddie World look like mall stores you would defend in Dead Rising. Like ice cream, let me see if you see another one here. Something bar over there. Like you can't really properly see the caramel corn depot, Okay, Pete's Coffee, that's just normal. But bathrooms, how do those look? I didn't use the bathroom here. I actually didn't use the bathroom the whole drive up there. I'm pretty patient with bathroom stuff. Maybe that's not good. Maybe I should make myself pee, but I don't. I remember sitting there the entire flight to New Zealand. When we flew to New Zealand, I did not get up out of my chair it was like a 13-hour flight, and everyone was like, what the fuck? You didn't get up? They have screens at the urinals? Oh my God. Wait, they don't have paper towels? I hate that. Can I just say I hate that? Bathroom talk. Let's get back to toilet talk for a second. Wait, you said there's screens? Where? I don't see screens. Games by... Oh, are they above the urinals or something? I really hate when restrooms don't have any paper towels. I gotta say, like Disney parks still, they'll have blowers or whatever, but they'll still have the paper towels. Universal, no paper towels anywhere, and it pisses me off because follow the science, people. What happened? Science studies came out that these blowers are blasting fucking poo particles at your hands. Oh, that coffee. Whoa. Yeah, they're blasting shit air. I know poo particles are everywhere, but I just give me a towel. And yeah, apparently Math Rock Marcos is saying Eddie World has 2 blowers for like 50 urinals and stalls. Yeah, I hate that. I just do. But yeah, when paper towels are great, when they have the piles of paper towels, that's the best. The best for that, I hate to sound like an elitist douchebag. Wait, can you hear that sound effect? I tried to play a heartbeat. I don't know if you could hear that. But Club 33 at Disneyland has like stacks of extremely high quality like to call them paper towels is almost just towels. Like they're still disposable, but they're extremely thick, soft, and they have the 33 emblem on them. And I hate to say this, but there were past trips that I got to go to Club 33, luckily, and I took tons of those paper towels and included them as secret prizes in our shirts. You're not supposed to do that. Also, I'm joking. That was a joke. Anyway, yeah, so we were talking about bathroom. We don't need to talk anymore about bathrooms. Okay, so anyway, you're in here. They've got so much candy. It is insane, and they make their own stuff, which is what I love. I had so much fun here because half the place was we made our own Dr. Pepper taffy. We made our own chili lime taffy. We made, I'm just making stuff up. I think I don't remember if I saw those there or not, but they made their own stuff, which was so cool. And then what was cool is then I'm looking at the candy. Oh, that's cool. And then I was informed, oh, by the way, that's only this half of the store. The other half, that's not candy. That's nuts. Now, if you know me, I'm a nutman. I am an unabashed nutman. So I love any type of nuts. Half my diet, I'm eating nuts and seeds and shit. I'm like a squirrel. So you go over there and it's like, oh, we've got hobbit. Ew, there's like a fucking little moth in here. Are you fucking joking? Okay, it's gone. It's like habanero peanuts. And then they had they always have whatchamacallit, butter glazed like peanuts or butter glazed cashews, Well, they had butter glazed sunflower seeds. They had wasabi nuts. They had all their stuff, and they made it themselves. And so I was buying bags and bags of shit. That was bad because my hotel room was just like a fucking nut buffet. Maybe not the best way to describe my hotel room. That's okay. You guys know what I meant. Anyway, it was awesome. Roasted cashews in the winter. Yes. They do that at Knott's Berry Farm. They around the holiday. I think they always have some kind of roasted nut thing going on, but in the holidays they have like toasted cinnamon almonds and toasted vanilla cashews and stuff like that, and it's awesome. I love nuts so much. Anyway, all right, so chestnuts, you better believe they've got a fucking open fire going. Don't doubt them for a second. She's there. I actually think I did see this person. They have, and the caption here says, many jerky aficionados claim it's the best on the planet. Their jerky was really good. And what was cool is I just kind of walked by like, okay, cool, whatever. They have a counter where they didn't show the sign. Jedediah's Jerky. That's what I mean. It just feels like somewhere you would have to defend in Dead Rising. But anyway, what was cool is I walked by and before I could even say anything, I was just glancing. She was like, all right, which one do you want to try? I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, you could try all the jerky. Like, this is all free to try, all free samples. It's like, okay, loving this place. And then if you want a coffee, they have Pete's Coffee, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, jerky was pretty pricey, but I feel like jerky's pricey everywhere. Maybe I'm crazy, but Knott's has really good boysenberry jerky, but it's so much that I'm just like, nah. There's other stuff I could get, for that. Anyway, but it was really, really cool. I'm spending a lot of time just on the place we stopped on the way there. What is she? Is she like showing off the? Oh, they had Pokey. Yeah, Pokey in the middle of the desert is. I guess. Yeah. I mean, I guess I was eating all kinds of stuff in Vegas that probably shouldn't naturally exist in Vegas, but it is what it is. All right. There were a million places to charge a Tesla, by the way, if you got a Tesla. I was surprised. This place had maybe the most of any that I've seen. And again, I could tell there was a real effort to make it like, okay, if you're driving to Vegas, if you're going this trip, you're taking the trek through the desert, we want you to stop here. Like, you have to stop here. So, yeah, it was kind of cool. I don't know what is going on. Give me 1 second. Sorry to derail this for a second, but whenever I do multi-stream and I stream on YouTube, it shows the YouTube chat for a second and then never does again. I don't understand. Vegas has at least one Cybertruck? Yeah, definitely. Okay. Whoa. Is that working? All right. Anyway, sorry. I was trying to get the, YouTube does exist. Don't worry, YouTube. I see you. but it's just not integrated in here for some reason. Okay, we'll figure that out for next time. Okay, so we stopped there, and then we got into Vegas, and here I'll show you where we went next, because this was something that kind of concerned me a little bit. Okay, I'm going to show you this. This is where we got into Vegas. I had tickets for the Beatles Love, the show that is at the Mirage Hotel. The main reason I wanted to go, actually, let's pull that up. The whole reason I went to Vegas in the first place was me, my family. We would all half the time we went, we would stay at the Mirage, or sometimes Caesars, but most of the time it was either Mirage or Treasure Island. These were the hotels that were owned by Steve Wynn, who was like the main dude in Vegas. Like, he was the Walt Disney of Vegas. It was always so, his hotels were practically Disney. Let's see. So it was always like a real joy to stay at these places, especially as a kid. Whoops, that didn't work. They had, get out of here. They have a working volcano in front of it, which was so cool. Again, it's like that Disney kind of show quality. Again, that Beatles show was there. It's a Cirque du Soleil Beatles show. And they have that there. They were the original home of Siegfried and Roy, the magicians. That was a big deal at the time. Anyway, whatever. I mean, this is just shots inside the room. I don't care about that. But I was looking for anything else in the lobby of the damn hotel, and you're not showing me anything. Damn, who's staying in this room? This wasn't mine. Anyway. Dolphin snack bar. Dolphin's getting a snack? I don't know. What is this? Does this one room have its own pool? Oh, that's cool. Okay, anyway. I was hoping to just see inside the damn lobby. Okay, who are these people? Oh, you can actually just thumbnail. Okay, anyway. Secret Garden of Siegfried and Roy. You'd see like white tigers in there. It was just a really cool place to stay. I have a lot of memories there, and it's closing for good in like 3 weeks. And it's super sad. And they're going to turn it into the Hard Rock Hotel, which Vegas already had a Hard Rock Hotel, and it bombed, and they got rid of it. But I guess now the company is like, no, this one's going to be good. It's owned by a different company now or something. I don't know. But they're going to take out the volcano and put a big ass guitar. Like, doesn't that sound like an idea from like 1988 or something? Not even 1998 or 1988, like mid 90s or something, or like a little later than the heyday of Vegas, like 96. You've seen the plans for this and it looks super sick. Man, I don't know. Show me the plans. I'm going to look up the plans. Like, I don't know. A big guitar? Who the fuck is this? Fuck off. I don't know. I don't think a big guitar is... What are the plans you're talking about? Maybe there's something you know, Math Rock Marcos. Math, yeah. Just kills me. It makes me sad. Makes me sad. Is that what it's supposed to look like? Or is this one like in another city, isn't it? See, this is the old one, right? When there was a Hard Rock. I just don't understand. It already closed. Why are we doing another one? Yeah, it's a copy of the one they built, the Hard Rock Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, it's just not. It sucks. I work in construction, so I got to see the whole building plans. It's going to be an insane resort. I hope that's true. I hope it's cool. It's funny because I saw the Aquabats at the Hard Rock Hotel pre-pandemic. Then again last year at the Virgin Hotel, and dawned on me it's the same place. Yeah, the Virgin Hotel. I was there last week, and they said they knew you. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I guess I don't know. I would say, and maybe this is you tell me if my point of view is out of date here. I think I'm not. I don't think I'm out of date. What's the opposite of? I'm ahead of date. I'm in date. Inundated. Whatever. I think there was a time in the 90s going into the 2000s that it became not cool to have, we can't have themed stuff like that. Like in the early 2000s, animatronics that's dorky. We can't have a Star Trek thing in our hotel. That's dorky. We can't have a fake volcano and all this tacky stuff. We can't have a pirates show in front of our hotel. That's tacky. I feel like it is coming around. And people our age are getting older and going, yo, what was all that dope shit? You know what I mean? Because I feel like I see more people spending money to find that stuff than ever. Casa Bonita has a year-long waiting list to get into, and I don't think that's just South Park. Like, if it was just a South Park themed restaurant, there would be a lot of people who wanted to go, but it's themed. It's tacky themed stuff. And I think we are searching for it again and trying to eat up the last scraps of it. That's why I don't even think it's nostalgia culture. I think it is its own vibe. I don't think it is, I want to go here because it feels like the 80s. I think there was pressure on new stuff to have like animatronics or to have, good theming because exactly Techni-Mage, people want spectacle again. And the stuff that is spectacled out continues to do really well and is doing even better. And then they built all this new stuff that was put into planning 10 or 20 years ago comes out and it's fancy with no identity. Millennials can't afford houses, so we have to spend our money elsewhere. Hey, maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I think people Rainforest Cafe. I have no nostalgia for that, but I would rather go there than, some fancy ass shit. Well, the food could be a little better at Rainforest Cafe. Well, I don't know. The last time I went there was a long time ago, and I had like chicken strips or something. It was just like, okay. But I actually do think there's certain things that are getting it. I do think that Sphere that they built in Vegas, there's a little bit of like there's some things about it I have some complaints on, but in general, when I went to that, it felt like an Epcot exhibit. It felt like, I can talk about that for a little bit. Let's talk about, so a lot of the spectacle is getting removed. So let me just, actually, I'll get to the sphere. I'm going to go in order of the things that I saw, and we'll get to the sphere. Before I do that, though, I do want to remind everybody that if you like our streams, give us a sub. Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime, they give you a free Twitch sub every month if you link the account or whatever. Do that. Give us yours. You'll be happy you did. We always forget to bring that up, but you get all the perks of the Twitch chat and stuff. You get all these different icons, emotes, things like that. Better experience for everybody. Okay. What if you don't like the stream? Then sub your friend, sub an enemy. Like someone you hate, gift them a sub and be like, you're stuck with this now. Yeah, law draws, you're getting it. McDonald's used to be tacky and colorful. Look at it now. I understand the need to update, but either update quick or wait long enough for it to be cool again. And I think McDonald's waited just too long. Like, they just now made them all. I don't even think that the new McDonald's look bad, but they should have done that years ago, because now there's actually a desire to find these tacky old weird McDonald's, and they just finished remodeling all these ones that, dude, you guys have to see. This ties into the bigger theme. I got to show you this. If I can find it. Okay, I got to show you guys this. Okay, so this is the McDonald's in Buena Park. Some of you know why it's a well-known McDonald's. Now here it is, pre-teardown. What's happening here? Okay. This McDonald's, if you look, it was old-timey and weird, and it has a sign outside that says McThriller. We used to call this McDonald's the McThriller because it had like a motion simulator ride inside. Look, you can see the sign for it up there. McThriller Action Simulator. $2 for adults, $1 for children. Isn't that weird? Whole ass arcade. I don't think the McThriller machine had been working in a while. But you could see there's a train track going up throughout there. A train would go throughout the restaurant. I'll show you some more stuff. I don't know if you could see this here, but there was a giant model train in the middle of it. Here we go. See that? Okay, so here's the McThriller McDonald's train track going through it. And here it's a giant model. And I think a train was going through that too. Look at that! Cute. How cute is that? And again, I know people who seek this out, who were constantly like, I gotta go to that one in Buena Park. I gotta go. Where's that McDonald's? Where's the McThriller McDonald's, you know? Anyway, so there it is. Again, I think they wait long enough that it comes around to being cool again, and then they tear it down, and it's like, you guys either should have done this in 2009 or not at all. You know what I'm saying? Because now, let me show you what it looks like now. They tore it down and rebuilt it. I don't think it's that one exactly, the one that in the picture, but it looks just like it. Just like that. Or maybe it's this? It's just a gray box. Whatever. You get the idea. I don't want to make myself sadder. But yeah, I think we are reaching a point where all of these things are just like, oh, streamline it, move it, streamline it, kill it. And it ain't working. And then they go, how come people aren't spending as much money? Now, how come they're not coming here anymore? You know, it's like because you strip the soul out of all this shit and you make everything more expensive. Death by 1,000 paper cuts, bro. Dude, oh, that's another thing I don't want to. I feel like every stream we do, we get into fast food prices. I'm not trying to eat fast food often at this point anyway. But man, on the way when we drove past, it was past Eddie World. At one point, we pulled over for food. There was an In-N-Out and an Arby's. I love In-N-Out, but like, there's no Arby's down here anymore. So I was like, fuck it, let's try Arby's. Dude, the beef and cheddar sandwich was $11. The sandwich? I was like, oh no, I don't want a combo. No, just the sandwich. Huh? Arby's? You're $11? Like, that's fucking Five Guys price. Your Arby's has 4 roast beefs for $10. Well, the one in the desert didn't. Oh my God. Maybe that was the expectation. Well, you got to do a deal to get, whatever. But I don't know. I just walked up. I want a beef and cheddar. And it was $11. Fuck you. Anyway, so never going there again. Let it die. Let it die! Anyway, yeah, McDonald's has a bunch of dumb shit. At least the app works fairly well. I know, like, there's reasons to hate that too, but there, at least you could go into the app and it's okay. There's some shit for $1 in there. Okay, fine, whatever. But man, this got me so upset. All right. Anyway, what were we talking about? Okay, so anyway, we got into Vegas. We had a very specific time frame, so we got to Mirage. It was cool, great to see it all again. I'm gonna. The lobby has the atrium in it with a big fountain and stuff like that. Let me look that up. Mirage. Like, you go in there. I don't know if that's kind of coming across, but TripAdvisor will help us. Shut up. Okay. I really can't make that bigger. What year was that picture taken? It looked like they were taken with a Game Boy camera. Anyway, whatever. I just wanted to find the lobby. They have this atrium that you walk through with the waterfall, and it's got that smell, you want when there's a waterfall effect somewhere. You got that Pirates of the Caribbean smell. It's good. Anyway, what kills me is so many places are getting rid of their fun features, like the volcano and things like that outside. But even more than that, every place is losing a water feature. All these places had waterfalls, like the lobby in the Polynesian Village Hotel at Disney World had the biggest fountain in the lobby, and now it's nothing. There's just a statue there. Yeah. it's just a bummer. This it's one of my favorite lobbies ever. I wish I could find a big picture of it, but I'm just I don't want to click that again. Just hitting the wall here. Anyway, so that was kind of sad. I know we're in a drought, but usually most of these are on their own closed system, but maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Yeah, contamination fear. I do know that I heard behind the scenes from some people that worked at Disney World that there was a moment where all the fountains resort wide were shut down, and it was because like there were bugs carrying Zika virus or something in the water or something like that. So you never know. Anyway, okay, so we got to the hotel, all that stuff, but then we went here. I'm bringing this up because all I want to do is when I'm there, I'm like, yo, get me a classic Vegas buffet. And then I find out there's almost none of those left. The one that fit perfectly in the timeline that we could get into, there are some, still some fancy ones at a couple of the hotels, but the one that we could get in just by walking in, not a reservation or anything, just slip in right at the time we needed it to, was this one. The AYCE at the Palms. Bacchanal buffet is still there, and it's still the GOAT. I've heard it was good. I didn't have a ton of time here while I was in Vegas, but I heard it took it was like I think it's like $100 to go to or something now. Maybe I'm wrong. And it was like took forever to get in. Like maybe ahead of time, if you make reservations, it's not a big deal, but I hadn't done that, so I wasn't able to do that. But the last time I went there, it was really good. That was years and years ago. Actually, that was like 10 years ago, I think. I remember going to the Bacchanal buffet while I was in Vegas. I was just there by myself, I think, because I was going to see a few shows or going to something, and I wrote Sequence Erase, the Mega 64 10th anniversary special. In the free time I had in the hotel room, I wrote that. And then I would go, if I was hungry, I went to the Bacchanal buffet, and it was really good. I remember I had a basket of sweet potato, like tater tots. Is that a thing? I thought, no, it was something weird. And then I remember going to get, they had like a skillet with a hot cookie on it. Just, you could pick them up as many as you wanted. And I grabbed one, and someone went, whoa, 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 kid. You're not doing it right. Trust me. You're going to want to talk to this gentleman right here. And I was like, what? Talk to this gentleman right here. They got every kind of fucking ice cream you could ever want. I wouldn't walk away with that cookie without this guy putting a scoop of that onto this. And the guy was like, yeah, I can actually give you, what kind of ice cream do you want? And I was like, oh, just vanilla with the caramel ribbons or whatever in it. Oh, yeah. And they scooped that onto the hot cookie. And he's like, see? Now that's a fucking dessert. You were about to walk away with a cookie. Now you got more than a cookie. You got a real fucking dessert. This guy's a Vegas pro right here. So that was the experience I remember when I was trying to write Sequence Erase. Anyway, okay. But anyway, we went to this buffet here, the AYCE, ACE. They call it the ACE buffet, but guess what? It stands for all you can eat. Anyway, it was good. Wait, what the fuck is it? I don't want to see this shit. I didn't go here. Oh, it's a 360. Why are they showing me outside the buffet? Go in the buffet. Oh, we can go through it virtually. Let's go get some virtual food. There's no food in the fucking thing. World Pan. Yeah, this is where they had like kind of the Asian dishes and stuff, but there's nothing in there. Show me the food. Like, I'm just looking around the counters. Like, okay, it's a nice counter. Is my Apple Vision Pro collecting dust? Fuck no. In fact, matter of fact, I meant to post this earlier. Some nights I can't. I'm so like, I have so many like ideas or thoughts to get things done. I can't sleep. So I was up. This was 5 a.m. like a day ago. This is me at 5 a.m. I don't know if you can even see that. Me at 5 a.m. signing posters for the Mega 64 collection, the Master Collection, because some of them we did like a signed poster version, and this is me at 5 in the morning. This is how much I've lost control of my life. That's me at 5 in the morning, watching Masters of the Air in an IMAX theater as I signed posters. Anyway, so that was, yeah. That's how screwed up my schedule got. Anyway, yeah, well, I'm gonna pull the YouTube chat back up. Okay. So, yeah, so this buffet was really good. They had a little bit of everything, which I really liked. It wasn't just like, oh, burger, oh, chicky nuggies. You know, they had a lot of great, they had, you could make your own poke bowl. You could, they had, ramen, but then they had like Berea ramen too. So they were throwing some fucking chaos in the mix, you know. They were, where's the damn, okay, here we go. You know, they had, a million desserts. Oh my God, so many desserts. Oh, but this is what they nailed on the desserts. What they killed it on with the desserts was they made everything puny. They made everything like one bite. Now you're probably saying, that's not good. A dessert that's one bite? How could that be good? It was awesome because I tried 50 different desserts without, oh, fuck, I wasted all this food. Oh, I didn't eat this cheesecake. It was all like, oh, a shot of like this Jell-O thing with some weird cream thing. That was great. Okay, I'm going to get 7 more, you know. Or this is like a cookie cheesecake pie thing. Oh, that was delicious. You know, oh, this thing sucked. Well, it's gone, so I don't have to worry about. You know, it was they did really good with that. Everything was little, and it was like, but they had like 100 different things. It wasn't just like, wow, they have 2 tiny cookies. Thanks. That was cool. That was really, really cool. So anyway, this is a great buffet, but it just seems like most of them are gone. And this is what I'm saying. Like, but it was popping off. Like I was there and people were clearly excited to go to this. And again, it just ties into that vibe I get of like, people want a gaudy, fucked up, weird time in Vegas. But everything there, to me, was trying to squeeze everyone into having this fancy, kind of ritzy thing, like to convince them, you know. And I do think a lot of that is like the alcohol culture in Vegas, where they really want you to feel like you're high roller, order another drink, go to this club. They want to make it all like this slick thing, but I know just as many people that want to pay for the gaudy shit, and they're not being catered to hardly at all. So it's just weird. Anyway, so, but that buffet was really good. Went there. It's great. Okay. Then we went to, God, after that, I think we went right to the Beatles Love. Give me 1 second. There's too many fucking windows open. Beatles Love, that was a great show. Did I buy any MJ merch? What's MJ? Michael Jackson? Why would where's their Michael Jackson merch? Did I miss some? Oh yeah, there's a Cirque du Soleil show. I don't. Is that still running? Okay. Can you see that, or is that too dark? Yeah, you could see that, right? The Beatles' Love was really good. My seat was so close. Like, it was essential. Yeah, I mean, it's basically like it's a theater in the round, and I was maybe like not there was like maybe two seats in front of me. It wasn't a whole row, but then I was right behind them and against the stage, literally. So like a guy died in the show, and look, he's like right next to me. Like I could have like helped him up. Like he's right there. He plopped right next to me, and it's such a good show. I realized seeing all these Cirque du Soleil shows in Vegas that I'm not the biggest Cirque du Soleil guy. Like I'm good with that for like half an hour, and then I'm kind of like, all right, you know. But the Beatles show has the music of the Beatles to kind of get you through, you know. And the it was he was that. I mean, this guy was like standing an inch in front of me, you know. It was cool seeing it that close. They do so many shows of it. It's not that hard to get a good seat when you go. And I was surprised that I was that close to the stage. But again, it's theater in the round, so you have a perfect view of it no matter where you are. But anyway, yeah, so had to see that. Great show, fantastic show. If you can go between now and, again, it closes in like 3 weeks, you should definitely go to that. But the show got out at 8:40, 8:45, something like that, which I was surprised. I thought it went longer. I couldn't remember. And then I realized, oh, I could go to the Sphere in Vegas. I haven't seen that. The big Sphere. So now I'm going to talk about the Sphere. Okay. If you haven't seen it, this is what it is. It's a what? That's not correct. Why am I looking at that? Get you out of here. Okay, there we go. Okay, if you haven't seen it, it's a big ass sphere in Vegas. It is like the highest resolution. So on the outside, it's just a giant sphere with video all around it. It's pretty amazing looking. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. But on the inside is the highest resolution screen on the planet. Oh, they're going to build a second one in Abu Dhabi? That makes sense. That just seems like something that would exist in Abu Dhabi. They get so many extravagant things there. But anyway, yeah, I guess they're playing One Piece on the Sphere now, which is cool. But anyway, this screen that's in here is, I think, like 16K? Or 24K or something. Something like that. I agree, me Behemoth. They need to put homeless guy eats crap on this. I agree. So hold on. Trying to get the YouTube chat back. Still my futile attempt. But anyway, thank you, Ask Much. Great name. Yes, I was in the I Love Working Out Super Mega music video. That was me. That was the one time I worked out. I actually have been working out, if you can believe that, the last month or two. And being good about it. My diet was not very good, but the exercise I kept up. Anyway. Hello, YouTube chat. I do see you. Anyway, so I went in this sphere. I will say this. There's things I don't like about it in terms of how things are executed. I want to show another shot of the inside. So you go in. Get out of here. Oh my God. Decline all. All right. So you go in and it's just The whole thing is like an get the fuck out of here. Okay, so the whole thing is like an Epcot. It felt to me the most like a new Epcot exhibit, like an old style Epcot exhibit, but done today. And I think it's so cool that someone independently did this, right? Like some billionaire got in league with Venetian and they built this or something. But anyway, I'm not just talking about the ball either. Inside was this theater. And this, you could see all the shots inside the lobby. I want to see if they have a shot of the theater inside, but it seems like it's just the architecture, which was very cool. All the architecture inside, it looks like the fucking Galactic Star Cruiser. But anyway, you buy a ticket to go in. You buy it like through Ticketmaster, like you're seeing a normal show, and then you go in, and it's a whole experience where you go, and it's like, okay, it's 9:30. You get in. That's when they let you in. Okay, by 10:15, be in your seat in the theater. You have an assigned ticket, assigned seat. Be in the theater by that point. Okay, but until then, you're walking around this lobby, and there's all these exhibits all around here that are different stations where they have robots that are like, okay, here's a robot with an AI that can talk directly with you, and they're like funny. It's got to be someone behind it, but still impressive looking animatronics, that have like expressions and stuff like that. They look like some Westworld shit. And, they're like, literally when we walked up, it was like, how's everybody doing? Is anyone here a music fan? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you there? Okay. Kendrick or Drake? Who do you think won? It was like oddly specific shit. They were saying it was all running off AI. It was like a funny AI that they had running, but because it was talking like this, it wasn't like some dude's voice, but I still was kind of like, I don't know. You love a funny AI. God, this seltzer water shit sucks. That's all I've got. But anyway, so you go to that. Then there's another station where they have a robot like, hey, here's a wall of speakers. And these are the types of speakers we have in the Sphere. And they're so precise that you could stand, like, they showed there were columns of light on the ground. Like, okay, you're standing on one and you're hearing me in English. Now walk over to the other one and the language will change. And I walk over 2 feet and all of a sudden it starts to say, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Starts speaking Spanish. And then I walk over another few feet and it's Mandarin Chinese. And these are all coming from the same thing. But the speakers and the sound are so precise there that just pivoting over, you're hearing totally different channels, So it was really, really cool. And then, so they had stuff like that. And then when you actually go into the theater, not only are they using that technology, behind the screen, there's speakers firing so precisely at you, every detail. But then you sit in the seats and they have haptics. They are actually haptic, like they're patting your butt, like there'd be rainfall or an elephant walking by in the movie, and you would fucking feel it up your ass. It was so cool. But anyway, the theater was unbelievable. I wish I could show you. Let me see. Well, you could see on the inside, yeah. We didn't have a crowd. Who the hell is this? It's a giant woman from Shin Ultraman or something. She went there. Yeah, you could see how big the screen is inside. You get it. When you're inside, like, that's how big the screen, you're in there, and it's just completely taking over your peripheral. Completely the whole time. And so what was cool was seeing a movie, this movie. So they have a movie in there. You sit down at 10:15 and then they play about a 50, it's about 50 minutes movie called Postcard from Earth by Darren Aronofsky. He made a movie exclusive to the Sphere, and it was awesome. And again, that was where not only did it feel Epcot going to all the little science exhibits, but seeing the movie, it was basically the theme of the movie is it's in the future, remembering what Earth was. And so it's nature, it's it's going through different biomes and nature, and then it's going through civilization. So it's showing it's showing like a church in Italy, and you're going through that, and then it's showing dudes in the Middle East, and they're doing like a dance, and then it's showing somewhere else, and it just felt like Epcot, where it's just showing like all these different aspects of the world. And again, it's the biggest screen you've ever seen, and it's so fucking crisp. Because again, it's like 16K or 24K or something like that. It's crazy. Anyway, so I was really impressed by that. But I have to say, there really are, it's cool no matter where you sit, but really, yeah, so I was kind of off to the left side. It was just, last minute ticket. That was the best I could get. I was off to the left side. It would have definitely been better to sit right dead center, a little higher up. Actually, higher up, I think, for the maybe for a band it wouldn't be as good, but for a movie, I think higher up in the 300s would have been better. Because it's going up and down everywhere you look. But where I was, it still was, like when I leaned back like that, it was my whole peripheral, and it felt like I was moving. Like they would do shots flying over the ocean or whatever, and it was like, oh, it felt like soaring. And in fact, just like soaring over California or soaring over the world, whatever, at California Adventure and Epcot, they fired smells at you at one point. It was like Orange Grove shit. It showed people in an orange grove, and it was like, come on, guys. I see what you're doing. I see your trick. I keep reaching. I have 2 different drinks, and I keep reaching. I don't need more coffee. I need water, but it's carbonated water, so lose. Anyway, but it was cool. But herein lies my complaint. They really do ticket it like it's a huge event, and they're playing this movie like 3 times a day. They don't need to do that. Or no, they could play it 3 times a day, but they're ticketing it like a big event, and I don't really understand. It has carbonated water has forever chemicals that will kill you. Is that true? Cite your sources. I never drink this shit. I never do, but sometimes that's the one thing we have here, and I need something to just keep me, it's like the carbonation feels good. You know what I mean? So I gag through it. Anyway, so the ticket for it, the minimum, the cheapest ticket for this is like $89 to see the movie. Now, it's more than just the movie. It's the whole experience. It's multiple hours. I think they're treating it like, oh, well, let's treat it like any other Vegas show. You'd go to a couple hour Vegas show. It might be $100, give or take. And I think they're just judging it off that. But, it was most tickets, if you want to see the movie for the experience, are about $80, $90. But if you want to sit in those dead center up there seats, like I mentioned, they're like $140. And then you have perfect seats. But when I got to the show, all those seats were empty. Like that entire middle section was empty. Like the public voted. And I mean, it was a pretty packed house, and no one was sitting in the middle because it's like, it's a fucking movie. Give me the cheapest ticket. And even $89, I kind of can't recommend this to a lot of people, and it kills me because I had a great time. Oh, and I didn't even mention that when I was there, again, I went on a lark. I was booking the ticket on Ticketmaster from my Uber over, trying to get there as fast as possible from the Beatles Love show. So I was in there, I booked the ticket, and I get in there, and what is my fucking luck? But I'm standing there, and I have a radar, for like character actors, people that don't normally get recognized. My friends always tell me, yo, you got a sixth sense for that. My radar was going off in this place. Ding, 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 ding. I'm like, this dude over here with a beard is someone. My alarm is going off. He looks like the guy who made Tetris. Alexei, I forgot how to say his last name. He looks like the guy who made Tetris. Do I say something? Let's look a little closer. Tetris shirt. So then I spoke to him. I said, you're the guy who made Tetris, aren't you? Like, yeah. And I said, can I bother you for a picture? Because me and my friends made a Tetris video where we dressed up like an L block and tried to fit in things in public. And him and his buddy that were there were like, oh yeah. I think they had seen it before. It wasn't quite clear through the translation barrier, but couldn't have been nicer. Got to talk for a second, chilling with the guy who made Tetris. Oh, it was the best night ever. So I had a great time, but again, $90 ticket to see the movie. Again, it's more. There's a whole experience. If it was like $50, I would say everyone should do it. But 90, I can't. And then again, like the whole middle section was empty. So to me, it's like, what a waste. Make them all $90. Or make the center ones 90 and all the other ones are 50, It was just stupid to me. I don't know. I the way that was handled was dumb to me. But the place itself was very cool. And I got to talk with the guy who made Tetris. So I was over the moon. I had a great time. I would say, even though maybe the cost, it was a little whatever, I would still rather have this kind of spectacle. To me, when I was done with this, I felt like I had just seen a really exciting new Vegas thing, kind of in the spirit of the old Vegas when I used to go as a kid, where it was actually something impressive, something hey, here's something you've never seen before. This will blow you away. You know what I mean? Like, I hadn't seen that in Vegas in a while. So while I balk at the ticket price, I have to say it's cool that they did something like this. I wish it was a little less billionaire energy for the people, but it was still cool. It was still cool. Yeah, from what I understand, this thing cost so much, it's like hopeless they'll ever make their money back. So I understand there's a reason they're charging, but it just feels like they could do it better. They did have merch. I think I was the only one there buying the merch. Can you see? Wait. Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah. Yeah. That was my first stop, was like, do you have the corporate merch with the logo on it? Oh, man. Anyway, no, what just happened? I look sickly now. Thank you. Don't do that again. Anyway. Did I see Penn and Teller? Yeah, that was I haven't seen it again. That was maybe like 10 years ago, but it was the best show I'd seen in Vegas. For not much, I had, I think, a front row seat. It wasn't that much. Again, at the time, I don't know how things have changed, but it wasn't that much. And I was like up front, they gave me a free program. They gave me the program with it. And, the show was super entertaining. They stayed after to talk to people. From what I understand, they don't do that now for like health reasons or something. But that was my favorite show for the money. Like, to me, it was such a great value to see that. Now, it's funny. My family went a few years ago, and they told me I lied to them. They were like, that was the worst show we'd ever seen. I was like, really? And then they were describing it to me, and it didn't match what I saw at all. They were like, all they did was sit there and do card tricks. I was like, huh? No, they didn't. When I went there, we saw Teller's like trick where he like cuts things off a shadow and it affects the original object. They did a bullet catch. They did all kinds of crazy shit. And then, yeah, they were like, no, they just did card tricks. I think it was right before Teller had back surgery or something went like medically wrong or something. And they were so pissed. Anyway, saw him like a decade ago, and they did all that. Yeah, it was such a good show. It was such a good show. Anyway, I would still see him again now. Maybe when we go back, that's what we should do. We should go see Penn and Teller. Penn and Teller are full of hate. Okay, a minute ago you told me this shit was going to kill me. Now you're telling me Penn and Teller are full of hate? I'm starting to question your agenda here. Oh, God, that shit sucks. Anyway, okay. So that was really cool. Next day, went to what did I do? No. What did I do after this? I don't want to forget. No, this night was not over. Guys, they built an all-new White Castle in Vegas. There was one downtown. Oh, no, my friend. Even closer now. There was one literally outside, across the street from the Mirage where I was. And it looks actually like a fucking castle. Ooh. You guys, buy them by the sack. And I did. It was late at night. It was like fucking 2 a.m. And it was like, fuck it. And I bought a fucking reeking sack of these. You guys, I fucking love White Castle. That is the most pathetic shot of a burger I've ever seen. I would eat 50 of them right now. 50 would be a snack. I would just woof this shit. It is such a... Am I saying it's the best burger? Hell no. Far from it. But what is it? These are like a comfort food for some reason. Like, I don't even consider it a real burger. Like, a real burger, I'm going to In-N-Out or Five Guys or something. They're like their own stupid thing. You know what I mean? I always hear they're good for hangovers, and I believe it. There you go. There's a Denny's on top of a Walgreens. Ah! Oh, man. Gotta love Vegas. Anyway. Ain't going to Denny's while I'm in Vegas, if I can help it. But again, so many things that were 24 hours are not anymore. So maybe you gotta go to the Denny's. But a lot of stuff is still 24 hours in Vegas. So I think, as far as I know. But, oh, man, this In-N-Out. What the fuck? Who's this guy? Norman Reedus getting executed or something? Anyway. So I went here and I waited in line for it, and they had the biggest case of merch, of like anniversary merch, White Castle, whatever anniversary, but also it was specific White Castle Vegas merch. Like, they had a tie-dye shirt that said White Castle Las Vegas. They had all this stuff in a case. And I was like, oh my God, I'm raiding this thing. I was like, okay, give me a Crave case full of the burgers, but also I want that shirt. I want this lanyard. I want this. I want that. And then they were like, yeah, we don't have any of that. It's like, what? I'm sorry? And then as I'm talking to them, they put up a sign, we're out of soda. Can I get a cup for water? Yeah. Okay. And you don't have any merch? No. We haven't had that in months. So I was like, all right. What merch do you have? We were like, a little magnet. We have a little magnet. Okay, fine. So I got a little magnet. I like stupid. I don't know what it is. I love stupid merch from moments in time, like things that. Why would there be merch for this? You know what I mean? Like White Castle, Las Vegas. It's such a specific moment in the world. Why does that have merch? The Sphere has merch. You know, I love stuff like that. That to me is like my little like, oh, it's like stamps in the passport or stickers on the suitcase. You know what I mean? I just love stupid shit like that. And you know who it was that I think got me on that train? It's going to sound funny, but Tommy Tallarico. I remember we went to California Adventure when they were doing the Tron experience. Electronica. They had a whole Tron night dance party thing that they were doing where at the park became Tron late at night. And we went there with him and he pulled me over. They had a hoodie that said Electronica with the guy on a light bike. And he said, this is the stuff you get because it's made specifically for this thing right now. And they're never going to make that again. Like you'll have this and you'll remember tonight and then it's gone. And I was like, yeah, screw the generic stuff. I want something that has a specific thing on it that's so oddly specific. It's kind of stupid. You know what I mean? Like he was a champion of that. And so am I. Is the microphone still working? I just fucking knocked the hell out of it. Anyway, that burger looks pathetic. I'm in agreement with you, but I could eat 70 of them. These comments are from 2015. R.I.P. MCA. Is that a Beastie Boys thing? Oh no. Anyway, okay. So went there. Let's see what else we got. So I went to bed. Whatever. The next morning, ate Mirage Hotel. Had a pretty nice cafe. Had some pretty good eats there for breakfast. I think I had some eggs Benny that were good, and pancakes or something on the side. I had a big ass Vegas breakfast. This is great. And then what happened after that? Went to a really cool. Oh, I don't have it here. Comic store. See if I can find it. Okay, yeah. Is this it? No, this isn't it. I gotta find this. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. I think I found him. Yeah, alternate. Okay, so I went just during the day. My dad. I hope I'm not embarrassing this person. But my dad loves comics. And he has like a favorite comic store in Vegas that they always go to. Even when I'm not there, my dad will always stop by this comic store because he likes it so much. And he was like, you got to go to this comic store because I think you just got to go in there. I was like, okay. And he said, the guy who works there, it's the best comic store. I was like, okay. And he said, the guy who works there recognized me as your dad. I was like, oh, okay. All right. So we went there, and the guy who worked there, I talked to him, and he had like just watched the podcast recently, so I thought that was really cool. super nice dude. Everyone there at this comic shop was really cool, and it was really. Let me put this on the thing here. Alternate Reality Comics. Shout out to them. Go to this place. I don't know whose video that is, but they have a new location. But anyway, this place was awesome. They got their own mascot, as you could see here. I wish I had it here. I got I'm not a huge comic person. Sometimes I'll get into a manga or I'll get into something, but it's very few and far between. But they had just put out a huge compilation of all the old Turtles comics from the beginning, the Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird original comics, where they all got the red bandana. I think it was a colorized version of that, because originally they were black and white, as far as I can remember. But anyway, they had a huge collection of it, so I did pick that up. And they had all kinds of stuff, and it was just really, really cool, really, like, great place to hang and look at comics. You know what I mean? Like, some comic stores are kind of got that gross energy, or it's just like they're not taking care of the place. They're into comics, but they're not into making it in a nice environment. Not this place. This place, it was like, felt chill being there. They had fucking snacks. You could chill out and play a game. It was just great. So anyway, it was really, really cool. So we checked that out. Not much else to say there. It was just a nice place. I just want to give them a shout out. Speaking of, by the way, nice stores, let me tell you, I want to take a minute to say you guys gotta go to shop.mega64.com, the Mega64 official store. I want to tell you about it because, can I make this bigger? Here we go. We just dropped a whole new thing today. Let me see if I can get it here. We just got, I remember the URL from the top of my head. We just dropped a tracksuit collection today. These are 2 tracksuit designs. We had some left from past events and things like that. They're in stock right now. It's no pre-order. Just if you order it, it'll ship soon. And everything is I think in stock. I don't know if we're no, we have all sizes as far as I know. Oh, I guess the pants, we are out of medium and large. How's this looking? Oh, out of medium on this one. Okay. And the pants are picked over. Okay, whatever. So we have all this stuff. If you never got any of our tracksuits, as far as I know, I don't think we're reprinting these or remanufacturing these, whatever. So I recommend that everyone pick those up if you never did. Shop.mega64.com. The neon tracksuit is my favorite Mega 64 merch ever. Wow, thank you, Bar X Music. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jimmy Shins. Felt compelled to buy the Gamers' Rights shirt after I talked about the fallout from it. Yeah, that is, I don't want to talk forever about this, but all our Mega 64 Day stuff is still up. We still have people going, yo, no, I want it. So it's still on here in addition to the tracksuits and things. We released this shirt as a joke. I talked about this on our podcast just the other day. But it would, some really scary stuff happened as a result of releasing this. It sounds like, why are we getting all serious? But it got really serious, and people were posting a lot of literally threatening things about this. Posting where I lived and things like that I've been doing this for 20 years and I've never seen anything like that. This was just a joke. And what's funny is, again, like, I saw so many people come after us with this shirt design about. This is like the 80th time I've talked about it, so I won't go on forever about it. But it's just funny because there's so many people who are like, I used to be fans of these guys, but they went woke, and they hate, and now they're shitting on. They're fighting for censorship. That we're trying to fight against censorship, and they're shitting on us. And I'm still not. That no one is still asked. Is this what you really think? This whole video was a comedy video. Because I always think it's funny when these kinds of battles are staged over things like a girl's bathing suit in a video game. You know what I mean? That is funny to me. I don't care what side of it you're on. It's funny. And it was just a bummer to see. Everything is so heightened right now and politicized that you just see a video and you go, oh, these motherfuckers, you know, and they go after us. But it was really scary. It was just a comedy video, just in the same way. Again, like 8 years ago, we did one about Dead or Alive Extreme 3, and it was us, you know, like, oh, you're not going to bring Dead or Alive Extreme 3 to the U.S.? Well, guess what? We're going to, Walmart, we are going to take you down, you know, whatever. But I was, my personal beliefs didn't even factor into it. I was equally pissed they weren't bringing it to the U.S. But to me, what's funny is like that's where we're staging this battle. I don't think they should have changed the Stellar Blade theme, the swimsuits. Why bother with that? But it was so funny to see the, you know, people talking about it like World War III. That will always be funny that it's, you know, anyway, whatever. I've explained myself enough. You know, we were just trying to be funny, just like we have. And again, I feel like we've done a pretty good job making fun of lots of different things. The companies, the audience, and everything in between that make stuff like this and consume stuff like this. I think we've made fun of all of it. So it was weird that it went that far. So I'm really truly scared to ever tweet about that again. It's hard to promote it. Just in general, the last week or two was some scary shit. I was like not on social media as much just because it was there were terrifying things I'd never had happen to me before. So not likely I'm ever going to promote that again. We'll see. And you know, but there's other stuff too. If you want to pick up shop.mega64.com. I mean, again, we have designs commemorating the incredible, I don't know if I could say the name of the character, you know, legally, but as a realistic depiction of a panic attack. And if that isn't clear enough, you could get the hat that says it. I'm telling you, I think we're going to have these at our Anime Expo booth. These are going to go in 2 seconds. I'm fingers crossed, but I think they will. I think enough people have either seen a panic attack in Bad Boys or had one during Bad Boys. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, so if you want to pick that up, go for it. You don't have to pick it up out of pity for me or anything, but I did get a lot of emails that were like, "Thank you," you know, or I got a lot of emails that were and messages that were like, "Hey, that was fucked up. I'm gonna pick up one of these." And I was just like, "Okay, thank you," but you don't have to do that. I do appreciate your kind words. Not gonna dwell on that, but just figured I would bring it up. Okay. Okay, sorry. Let's get out of here. Okay, there we go. Bad Boys 4 has not one, but like 5. There's 5 panic attacks? Oh my God. I can't see it. That's too much. That's too realistic. Any figure updates or creepy old crypts coming soon? I had a creepy old crypt uploaded. We did it like a week ago, and it took forever to upload. And then I put something else up, and then I was like, whatever, I'll just put it out later. And it'll be up tomorrow. It's about the 5th anniversary of Galaxy's Edge. Anyway, let's get back to the Vegas talk. Okay, so went to that comic store. That was a really cool store. Then thank you, Mark. I've seen lots of nice things across multiple chats. Thank you, Mark, for your kind words. Okay, so I'm trying to think where else we went. I'm trying to find a couple things here. Sorry. Oh, so we have like a running joke. Let me see. Oh, no. Before, I want to show you guys. This just opened. This hotel just opened in Vegas. It was like dormant or something for years. Like maybe like since like I think they tried to build it in the early 2000s and then it stopped and then they rebuilt it and then in 2017 they froze it again and now it's back or so. I don't know. No, I don't. Get out of here. But it's the Fontainebleau Hotel. Let me show you this. It was... What? That's not it. Okay, there we go. This hotel looked really, really fancy. The hell are these guys? But that was kind of all it had going for it. Like, again, I think this represents this late version of Vegas that's happening, that it has been happening the last 10 to 20 years, where it's like, no, just make it look just luxurious. Just, that's it. Look, it's just luxurious. Look, isn't it? Look, but there isn't that fun hook to it. You know what I mean? It looked like a Final Fantasy location. I'm trying to find it. Show me a picture. There was an area that had a I'm trying to find. There's one area with a big fucking statue in it, and it looked like one of the shell, or what do they call in Final Fantasy VIII? The gardens. Is that what it was? The gardens? Galbadia? How do you say it? You know what I mean? But it looked like that. Balaam Garden or something. Anyway, I can't find the picture of the statue, but I may have a picture of it here. Let me see. I'll show you. Like, you walk in and it was... I don't know if you can... I'm going to try to make this full screen. Sorry, this is so unprofessional for me to show it this way, but... You know what I mean? Like, it was big... Yeah, I can't really see that great. It's funny how... my screen is so dim, but it shows up so bright here. Who knew? Like, you walk in, you know what I mean? And it was like immediately like a, it just felt like Final Fantasy shit all over the place. And it looked nice, but there was nothing fun there. They had a good sandwich shop. I had a sandwich there. That was pretty damn good. But anyway, yeah, it was a painting of a boiled egg. It did look like that, but it all just looked like JRPG shit. Now, check that out, whatever, looked around, then went to the Venetian. I've always liked the Venetian. The vibes there are good. The only thing I would say, Venetian Canal Shop. The vibes at the Venetian are still cool. It feels like classic Vegas, and I feel like that was one of the last places that really went in on the theming. Like it's like Italy, you know. Everything's marble, everything's painted, and then you got the shopping center here that is like, you know, you know what I mean? You got the canal, and it looks like it's daytime, and it'll, you know, and they at night, in the evening, they make it dusky in there. It was cool, you know. I am a sucker for any place that tries to make you think you're outside when you're not. You know what I mean? The rooms are nice there. I like Venetian. I do like the Venetian. Now, the reason I'm bringing it up, my only complaint, we were here because Beatle themed weekend. We had tickets to Ringo Starr. Again, the family was going. It was a whole Beatles theme experience. So decided to go. Hey, what is this? Okay. Someone booked me on Cameo. Thank you. I don't want to say who. Thank you. Rhymes with Barry. Larry. No, who was it? I'm not going to say their name. That would be wrong. Craig Reno, thank you for your sub. Oh, Dr. Stephen Poop, thank you for your sub. What a name. There's some subs that I didn't thank. Well, thank you. Anyway, yeah, I love Venetian, but I gotta say, the canal shops, who the hell is that? What the fuck? Dude, this guy uploaded the most intense photos. Like, I'm in the Venetian. Yeah, I know where they keep the gondolas. Anyway, it's beautiful in there, but the shops in the canal shops where they have those gondolas, it's a mall. They tried to do it like the forum shops at Caesars. They are a culture nightmare. Like, whoops. Sorry, I almost hit the mic again. Or I did hit the mic. King Kong Big Dong, thanks for your sub. Beef Lo Mein, thanks for your sub. Oh my God, my nose is itchy. Okay, anyway. But like, here's a store that sells quartz stones and also metal sculptures of a transformer with a shotgun. You know what I mean? The stores are just like, there isn't like a cool store. Dude, what are these people doing in every fucking photo? You know what I'm saying though? No, I don't want to see these people anymore. Let me see if there's more pictures. You know, the mall itself is beautiful. Like, look, like you're shopping by these canals. They're great. I love the it's just very fancy. You got these paintings everywhere. I mean, the sky and all that stuff. It's such an impressive place to shop. But what am I shopping for? I did go, there was a store full of art. And again, it's like, here's a Monet painting, and then next to that is a smiley face, and next to and next is a jewel encrusted Stewie Griffin, and then next to that is a life-size sculpture of Optimus Prime, you know, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like it's just a culture nightmare. But I had to go in the store because it was where they did that documentary Michael Jackson when that British interviewer guy was following him around, and he went into that store. I want that. 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 Like, he bought like one of everything. So that was kind of cool. It was cool being in that location to see where he bought all that stupid shit. Anyway, yeah, the stores are just a nightmare. There's nothing cool there. You know, even the forum shops. Yeah, what do they have? They have like Armani and Gucci. You know, I'm not buying shit there, but you know, okay, I know what that is at least. And then you keep walking, and you got an Apple store. You know, okay, cool. Well, you know, I'm maybe I'll buy a MacBook. Anyway, I still like the vibes of the Venetian, but the reason I'm talking about the Venetian in the first place, Me and my family almost have a running joke. I met up with my family. I got dinner with my family before the Ringo show, and there is something that we have had. It's almost a running joke since we were kids. Well, my parents weren't kids, but since me and my brother were kids, we weren't tiny kids, but when the Venetian opened up, but since it did open up, which was a long time ago, they have this place. The this is the Grand Lux Cafe. This is just in the lobby. And this, I know at one point was 24 hours. I don't know if it still is or not. I think this place is run by the same people that run the Cheesecake Factory. I think it is like the same crew that are company or whatever that run it. And you could tell when you're in there, it's like, oh yeah. It just has some of that same energy. And there is a burger. No, none of these are it. There it is. The Grand Lux Burger Melt. No, what? I don't want to order it. Show me the picture, idiot. Well, you get it. Here's other people posting it. The reason I bring this up is this is like a running joke almost in my family that every Vegas trip we would have to specifically go here and get that. Like even if we were going to go to the we're going to go to the fanciest place later. We're going to go to this other place. We're going to go here. We're going to go. Even if we had all these plans, it was like, but before we leave, the Grand Lux, we got to get the Grand Lux Burger Melt. Okay. That was like, I've ordered this I've gone to this place every time I've been to Vegas. And it's not even like there are things in Vegas I like to eat more than that. Like there are better things to eat in Vegas than this. But it is a running, like, we can't go to Vegas. It's like, whoa. You're not going to get the burger melt? And we'll go here and get this. It's like you have to. You know what I mean? It is a baked in tradition when the Bodie family goes. You have to get it. So anyway, we did that again. It was like, okay, the Ringo show is just in a little bit, but fuck it, you got to go here, right? And so we did. It's good every time. I mean, it's a burger melt. What do you want? But anyway, that is always the joke. When I had other family ask about when we went, oh, you went to Vegas? Yeah. You got the burger melt, right? You got it? Yeah. I remember specifically, this is how long ago I remember having this. It's the one thing on the menu that has never changed. And I remember sitting in, let me see if I can find a picture of the room here. Get out of here. Let's see how good these photos are. I have a very specific memory that may blow your mind, or you might not care, but that's okay. Let's go back here. Okay. They don't have a lot of pictures of the back wall. Is this the back wall? I think this might be against the back wall of the restaurant right here. I specifically remember sitting in this area and for the first time beat, I think it was Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. I used to always, it had not just come out or anything. It was years later, but I would always, whenever we'd go on our family Vegas trip, we would always bring the Game Boy with a ton of games. And, because like sometimes you go to the casino, okay, we're going to gamble, family's going to gamble a little bit, but me and my brother can chill in this one area. And, we had Game Boy, and it was always really fun because, we didn't always play those when we were at home, but when we were out, we would play all these Game Boy games that we didn't normally get to play. And, I had never beat the Mario Land games, and I think I beat the first one at like the Rio Buffet, and then the second one at this restaurant. And so I specifically, when I go in there, I see this wall, and I always think of Wario, but the spinach colored Wario, not in color. Just a weird childhood memory I had to share. I didn't know if that was interesting to anybody, but I always think about Mario Land 2 when I'm in this area. Anyway, yeah, so we did that. Then we saw Ringo. Oh my God, great show. First of all, look at this asshole. This guy, he's like 84 now or something. He's not doing bad. He was on stage just like, I mean, it was like, this guy is not like aging out. This guy is kicking ass. And Paul McCartney is like that too, but Ringo, it was just like these two surviving Beatles, man, they are unstoppable. Anyway, but what's cool is he does a thing called the All-Star Band, and he has a band that's full of people from other bands that maybe you wouldn't see on your own, and you might not buy a ticket to see this guy. But okay, here's hello. Oh, my name is I forget the guy's name. Greg. I don't know what his name was. And he's like, and I was in a band called Average White Band. You may have heard this song in the dentist office. Check this out. And then all of a sudden, and it's like, oh, this song fucking rips. It was like, fuck, I didn't know I was going to hear this. And then, all right, hello, my name, hello, I'm the other guy. I'm playing guitar tonight, and I was in Men at Work. You may have heard this song in the grocery. When and land down under, better take cover. It's like, this is fucking great. Who I didn't recognize though was like their lead guitarist dude. Was all of a sudden, I'm like, who is this guy? I don't really know what he's from. And then he starts playing, and those notes kick in. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, fucking Toto? Like Africa? Why are they doing a cover of this? Oh, he was in Toto! And then they played another song that I didn't even know was a Toto song. It was, Hold the Line. Dun, 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 dun. Love isn't always on time. Dun, 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 dun. It fucking ripped. Like the whole crowd around me was like, I didn't know they did that. This song kicks ass. It was so good. It was so good. I'm doing that next karaoke run. I'm doing that song. No, they didn't do Island in the Sun. But then of course Ringo, that guy has fucking unfair advantage, because then he's like, oh yeah, those are good songs. Yeah, check this out. Fucking A Little Help from My Friends. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? You're really gonna do you're gonna drop a Sgt. Pepper track here? It felt punishing to the other musicians. But anyway, it's like unfair. Thanks. It's like the one guy, you all play Rock Band at medium, and you got the one guy playing expert. It's like, oh, yeah. Well, here's a song from Abbey Road. Oh, thanks, buddy. He did do Octopus's Garden, and it ripped. It was so good. Anyway, it was awesome. So it was a great show. And then after that, it was a little late, but that didn't stop me. And I had I had to be at the airport at like 6 a.m. or something like that. But that didn't stop me from staying out late. And where did I go? Where did I go? I heard about it. They had just opened a Whataburger in Vegas. 24 hours. Now, I'm going to throw heavy praise on something that this Whataburger does. And I think all Whataburgers do this. Right? Aren't they all 24 hours? They are, right? Aren't they? I still have that song in my head. Love isn't always on time. Oh my God, I can't wait to sing that karaoke. Anyway, aren't they all? They're all 24 hours, right? I was here mainly because they have they're 24/7. Oh, what I was going to say was they do breakfast, and I think some of the breakfast stuff is better than the main stuff, but whatever. They do breakfast 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. That is how it should be done. Listen, I'm not a drinker, but you're late at night, you drank a lot, I'm telling you, don't you want that breakfast? You want a chicken biscuit or some big ass biscuit? You want the breakfast shit when it's 2 a.m. So that's why I went. I'm like, all right, it's like past midnight. Fuck, I want the honey butter chicken biscuit. I'll get that. I'm gonna get a burger because I was planning to do a taste test video, which I did. You could look. You can. It's on. It's a YouTube short, or find me on TikTok. I am on TikTok now, and it's on there. But yeah, Brody King, the wrestler, right? And isn't he in a band called God's Hate? He shared my Whataburger video, so I thought that was really cool. Anyway, I was going to get that. I was going to get a burger for a video and got to get some fries with the spicy ketchup. I do like that they have that. But the main reason I was there, I keep hearing about this Dr. Pepper shake. And every time we've been on the road or in Texas, just for whatever, I go and I'm like, I got to try this Dr. Pepper shake. And they're like, oh, sorry, it's not working. We don't have it. Sorry, we don't, I don't know how to make that. We don't know how to get that working. We could do it. You could do a chocolate shake. Do you like chocolate? It's not, it's kind of like Dr. Pepper. I just don't know how to make the Dr. Pepper shake. Oh, the shake machine is broken. No, it's working. It's actually just it's just a Jim Dandy machine. It works perfect, but I just don't know how to do it. And no one here knows how to do it. And it doesn't, we don't have the ability. Every time I've gone. So I'm like, I'm going to the one in Vegas. I know I'm going in late, which is always bad news for shakes. If you're trying to get a shake after midnight, a lot of places are going to say kick rocks. I went into the Whataburger in Vegas. All right, hit me, Dr. Pepper shake. And you know what they said? I'm looking. All the shake machines are there. There's a big sign for the Dr. Pepper shake. I'll take the Dr. Pepper shake. We actually can't make that. No one here. We don't have the stuff to make that. And I'm like, oh, is it too late to get a shake? No. We can make any shake. We can make any shake you want. Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. We can make, can freestyle it. Maybe make just a shake that doesn't taste like anything. Can make a cinnamon shake. Can make, I can make any kind of shake you want. Honey, could put honey in there. We don't have the. So I'm like, what? I've been trying to get this for so long. And I looked online And everyone was saying the same thing. I've been in here 50 fucking times and they won't make the Dr. Pepper shake. What is it? I want to try it. Anyway. So I was like, okay, whatever, fine. Yeah, just give me the other stuff. The chicken biscuit, the burger, and the fries. And while I'm doing that, some drunk guy, I think, like threw his tray down or something. He walked away and threw his tray down. And the guy who was taking my orders, he was like, okay, so yeah, I'll take your order. Hey! Are we adults or are we children? Thank you. What was your name again? And I said Rocco, and he went, ha. Rocco's Modern World. So anyway, so I waited a little bit. I got that. I got that stuff. The chicken biscuit wasn't even as good as I had it last time when I was in Texas. I thought it was great, but it was not good. It was like kind of honey-ish, but not very good. The fries were kind of kicking ass. The fries were pretty good. You know, the spicy ketchup is good, but it wasn't like it was fine. But dude, that I did a joke video trying the burger, but guys, it's not a joke. That burger was fucking dookie. It was fucking poo-poo. Oh my, that burger was fucking like, to say as gas station tier is an insult to Arco. It was fucking doo-doo burger. The other stuff was edible. It was fine. I'm not saying, you know, whatever. I have my own biases, whatever. But that burger was fucking rank. I will get the melt next time. Now I'm done trying the burger. I wanted to try it just because it was in a new location. You know, this is the most West Coast version of a burger. Of a burger, of a Whataburger. But I wanted to try it. I'm done. I ain't doing that. So I'm done getting a regular burger there. I will get the melt next time I go. I'm going back to Vegas at some point, so I'll get the melt and something else. But that's that. And then that was kind of it for my trip as far as I know. That was the grand finale. I went, I spent a little bit earlier that day. I did forget to mention touring the, again, just looking around the Mirage. This is going to sound fucking dorky, but I really am going to miss the Mirage a lot. And so not only did I take a lot of pictures, a lot of videos, I took spatial video. The iPhone 15 Pro Max is the only phone that can do spatial video specifically for watching on the Apple Vision Pro, where it's actually like 3D and like it's a virtual reality experience, for lack of a better term. Optimistic Jesus, thank you for your sub. Yeah, so I took video in the lobby, and I look like an idiot because you have to really go slow. So I'm in the lobby going like this. So I just look like an idiot. But I took those, and then they still have the tram to the Treasure Island Hotel. And I was blown away by this. It was the fucking same as, like, it felt like the same stuff as, like, when I was a kid. This little tram that takes you over. The same old-fashioned little tram that goes back and forth was still there. The inside was still these little golden brown seats. It looked the same. It was so bizarre being in this thing. You know what I mean? It unlocks like a sense memory in your head. Like, oh, I felt the sensation before. You know what I mean? It's very weird. So anyway, went on that and went to the Treasure Island, and it was a bad experience. Like, that was the darkest moment to me, was being in the Treasure Island Hotel and just seeing how it used to be so cool in there. It used to be so cool and themed. The show outside is gone. All the pirate theming is kind of stripped out of it, but and again, it's like, but all the merch that they sell has like skull and crossbones and stuff, and it's just like, what's going on? These are all fairly nice pictures of the rooms and stuff like that, but all these like the stores that I thought were really cool as a kid were selling vapes. You know, my favorite little restaurant I would go into, it's cleared out and they have a Lamborghini parked there. You could win a Lamborghini. Sign up here. It's like, oh, okay. You know, it's just sad. It made me sad. Again, these pictures look all right. They're fine. It was sad being there. And I knew where, like, there were boarded up parts where I'm like, there's animatronics in there. There used to be like an animatronic pirate or a skeleton or something in there, and it's sealed up right now. So it was fun from a treasure hunting point of view, if that makes sense. But otherwise, it was sad. But like I said, I think at some point I will do a video, I think. Treasure Island Hotel. Let's go 1993. When it had this big skull sign in front of it. God, this was so cool. Oh, it was so cool. Thank you for giving me the smallest pictures ever. Oh my God, this place was so dope when it opened. This to me was better than Disneyland because it was like 24 hours and it never stopped. It was just cool. And anything you wanted, you got it. You know? It was just so over the top. It was really, really crazy. Anyway, these pictures aren't that great. I don't know what. This was when it changed to TI. That was when it was all over. You know, TI. We don't want to say Treasure Island. It's TI. Hey, are you staying at TI? Are you gonna go to TI? Me and my friend, we're gonna rent a cabana at TI. Fuck you. Anyway, all right. That's the main story. Yeah. So anyway, I was only there a couple days, made the most of it as best as I could, and had fun. Both seeing some new stuff and exploring the old, reminiscing, saying goodbye. Like I said, I think at some point I'm gonna do a video where I just talk about Vegas then and now. I don't know. Let me know if you think that would be interesting. And maybe this was enough that I just did. You know, but I think it would be cool to talk about stories of old Vegas, things that I went to, things that I saw. Oh my God, like things like Caesar's Magical Empire and like the Emerald City Magic Show and stuff like that. I just don't, you know, there's not even that much documented on these things. I would love to be able to talk about that and kind of compare it to what's going on now. I always intend to do more kind of video essay-esque things on my channel. I hesitate to say video essay because I have no interest in it really being that hard to that format. I just like talking and shooting the shit and maybe like elaborating on it a little more and making it more of a video than just here's me talking. But I'll try. I do want to do a video on Mad Men soon, and hopefully I will in the next week or two. But I said that about the BioShock games, and it's been like 2 years, and I haven't done that either. I want to remind everyone once again. I just saved you from the sickest belch. I want to remind everybody once again, to go to shop.mega64.com. Pick up the tracksuit collection. You need a tracksuit. You need a video on Mad Men. That was a highlighted comment. Somebody, another highlighted comment earlier. Rocco, your hair is looking really nice. What's your routine? Thank you. I don't know. You know what? I've discovered there's a lot of shit I was like criminally never like brushing my hair or whatever, but then I'll like, now I'll do that and put a little hairspray, you know, I don't know. I just kind of pick things up by osmosis. I don't really have a great plan. Thank you for highlighting that comment. Anyway, go pick up shop.mega64.com. Go pick it up. Don't pick up our site. But go get some stuff at shop.mega64.com. Our tracksuit collection just went up. I love the Pantheon tracksuit. One of my favorite things Jason ever designed. I think it's so cool. But I love the Neon 64 version too. Both of them are great. The pants are kind of getting picked over. So if you want those, act quick on that. These aren't coming back as far as I know. So there you go, the tracksuit. And And then we also, like I said, we have the Mega 64 Day stuff is still up. The orders haven't been put in yet, so we kept it up. Some of this stuff may never return, so get the Gamer Right shirt if you really want that. Underrated scrunch shorts. I love those. Pick those up. I love this tie-dye. We did a really good job on that. I say we. Meg did this design, and I love that on a tie-dye. Also, Joyce and Meg both contributed to this awesome hoodie, and I love this hoodie. It turned out really good. The Future hoodie. And the Panic Attack hat, of course. So go check out that stuff if you never did. Shop.mega64.com. Thank you so much. Liked your rebirth video. Ryan is saying liked your rebirth video except for the Yuffie hate. Oops. Sorry. You know what? To make you feel better, let's take a virtual trip down to the dessert bar. Sweet and light. They don't have shit. You don't get a damn thing. Thank you. Oh, Party Pratt. Thank you you ordered some drip earlier today, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for supporting Mega 64. As always, we always appreciate when you do. Sincerely, we really do. There's a lot of people like us in similar whatever as us that are not around anymore. Straight up, the odds have never been worse. Just by the numbers, a lot of groups like us are gone. And we're still here thanks to your support. So thank you. We hope we can be here a lot longer. Stay tuned. I'm going to do my stream again next week. You've been watching since 4x3 YouTube. That's what I like to hear. By the way, if you never saw it, we put up the video you all wrote. Our Twitch chat helped us write a video for Mega 64 Day. We call the video Red versus Blue. It's up on YouTube now. Go check it out. By the way, real quick, not to keep talking about our store, but did you guys see that? Did you guys see the latest picture we posted on Twitter and Instagram? Oh, man. Oh my God, I still can't believe it. can't make this bigger because I'm not logged in. Oh, well. But, man. Bam is officially bunnied up. He's got the bunny shirt. Can you believe that? Go follow us on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. You could see all the. Oh, open link in a new tab. Oh, does that work? Oh, it did work. Wow, thank you. You're an expert. Can you believe this? Ah! Oh my gosh. I was sent this picture like a day ago and was like, some of Bam's friends, I don't know if they want me to say blow them up here, so I won't, but some friends of Bam visited us at Comic-Con, and they came by and they were like, yeah, we were just with Bam and we want to get him to, I think they were trying to get him to come to Comic-Con, but he couldn't or something. But they were like, yeah, so, yeah, we wish he could have been here. And it was like, oh yeah. And, they were really, really incredibly nice, sweet people. And then, just randomly the next day they came back and they were like, by the way, Bam has a bunch of these and you can have one. And it was a Bam skate deck and we've got it mounted in our studio. They were like, you know, they were like, yeah, we have a bunch of these and here's one for you. Put it in your studio. It was like, oh, really cool. And they told me they were, oh no, we gave them a bunch of stuff like, hey, if you happen to see Bam, like, here's some stuff for him. Like, thank you for the skate deck. Here's some stuff for him. And we specifically were like, I get the feeling maybe Bam would like the bunny shirt. I think he would. Pass that along. Okay, you know, and then they took it. And I guess he wasn't back to, I think this stuff was in Philly or something until now. I'm kind of piecing this together, but from what I understand, I don't think he was back in Philly until now. And then he apparently really liked the shirt. So isn't that great? That's what I've heard. I think I pieced that together. I think we have so many bots on our account trying to shill this shirt. I think we need to put it back on sale. So I don't know if anybody out there wants the bunny shirt, but I think in a minute I'm going to put that back up. So keep an eye out. I know some people are waiting on more of them right now because I think we just did a pre-order for these a while ago. But yeah, I think we need to put this back up just to circumvent the bots at least. So anyway, this made my day. Made my day. Anyway, he's wearing it on his own thing too. I won't load it up, but he's got photos on his own account where he's hanging with Lindsay Lohan's dad or something, and he's still wearing the shirt, so I think it's really cool. Anyway, how did the shirt even come to be? I think I told the story before, but this was an idea I had from a dream. I literally had a dream where we had a shirt with a little tiny bunny and giant text, "All gods die at my hand." And in the dream, Walmart picked it up. Like, hey, this shirt is so good, we want to sell this at Walmart. And in the dream, it was like the biggest. I keep prefacing in the dream. This is, never actually happened. But it was like the best-selling thing Walmart ever sold or something. It was a ridiculous dream. And I woke up and literally went to my phone. Meg, tiny bunny, big white text, "All gods die at my hand." In my dream, it was more kind of like giant, maybe not impact font, but something similar. Big white font. But then she came back with this. And it was like, oh, perfect. Don't touch it. On the one in my dream, I think the bunny was kind of facing forward. It didn't look very good. But it wasn't that. It was pretty close to what Meg got here. And but the font is different than what was in my dream. The placement is the same, but the font is different. And she executed that 10 out of 10. So anyway, one of my favorite shirts ever, and I'm so glad. I can't believe Bam's wearing it. Oh, it kills me. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Causing a ruckus, causing mud. Anyway. Well, there you go, everybody. That's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed FutureProbe. Charles Swen, thank you for your sub. Appreciate that. As always, sub to the channel if you like what we do on Twitch. We're gonna be back. Sub to the channel. And again, you get a free sub every month on Amazon Prime if you have it connected. So do that. We are not gonna be live this Sunday because it is Father's Day. We are all doing fatherly shit. So we will not be there, but I think we're probably going to stream a bunch next week because I want to assume there's a Nintendo Direct coming, I think, among other things. So, oh, holy shit. Every time I have my phone propped up so I could see the chat, and then every now and then I get a text, it's like, it vibrates in a sickly way. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I had a great time. Let me know when you want to see next week. I always like to change these streams up. I always like to, I like doing stuff where we kind of look through things like this. I think it's fun. But I also like just playing games sometimes. So if there's anything you want to see, as always, let me know. But otherwise, I'm going to do my thing. So take care, everybody. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your celebrate your fathers. Taco Bell cheese at tostada review. It was fine. The crunch wrap, though, I could barely even taste the cheese in there. It wasn't bad, but I could barely even taste that in there. But the tostada, I could. It was fine. I thought it was fine. None of it was as exciting as the idea of Taco Bell X Cheez-Its. The idea of that is thrilling. It is to me anyway. But the food, it was fine. It was all right. We're not talking about Taco Bell. We got to get out of here. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Nasty soda. Oh, I was going to say nasty sod 4. I think that's a curse in the UK. They never explained why the seltzer was going to kill me. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm already dead. Bye.